from the inner think tank. Let's listen.
Well, how do you assume this, that we believe? As I said, the initial trends in itself show that Gyanesh Kumar Gupta appears to be succeeding against the people of Bihar.
अच्छा सर, चुनाव में इतनी मेहनत की, कार्यकर्ता आपका जो है वो बूथ पे लड़ा, उस कार्यकर्ता को कोई मैसेज
अभी देंगे, आप इंतजार करिए। अभी जैसा कि मैंने कहा, ये शुरुआती रुझान है और कार्यकर्ता भी समझ रहा है इस बात को कि ये लड़ाई बीजेपी, कांग्रेस, आरजेडी, जेडीयू की नहीं रही। अब ये लड़ाई सीधा ज्ञानेश कुमार गुप्ता और भारत की जनता की लड़ाई है। मैं एक एक सीट और एक एक पार्टी की बात ही नहीं कर रहा हूँ, मैं एक विस्तृत बात कर रहा हूँ कि ये बहुत बड़ी लड़ाई है।
कांग्रेस ने जितना जोर सीट बंटवारे में लगाया था, अपने हिस्सेदारी में लगाया था, आपको लगता है उतना आशानुकूल परिणाम?
मैं बार बार एक ही लाइन बोल रहा हूँ, आप अलग अलग तरीके से कुछ भी पूछिए। ये चुनाव अब पार्टियों से ऊपर उठ चुका है। ये चुनाव सीधा चुनाव आयोग वर्सेस पीपल ऑफ इंडिया है, चुनाव आयोग वर्सेस पीपल ऑफ बिहार है।
अच्छा, टिकट वितरण में कहीं कोई...
अरे आप कहाँ आप दूसरी बातों पे आ गए? जब सीधी एक ही लाइन में सब कुछ समझ में आ रहा है, गागर में सागर है, तो फिर काहे यहाँ वहाँ की बात करें? थैंक यू।
Well, viewers, predictable Congress reaction. We could have written this yesterday, you could have written this tomorrow, you could have written this 6 months back, saying that at the end of the day, it's the Bihar voter against the election, damaging comment without any proof, to come forward, submit a signed affidavit, submitted before the Election Commission with their proof, so that action can be taken, so that even the Supreme Court can scrutinize. But the Congress hasn't done so. Yesterday, viewers, the Election Commission put out a press release. The first 3 points of that press release talked about how absolutely zero complaints had been received by the Election Commission after the SIR or much after that when the final voter lists were put out. Also, when polling finished, there was not a single complaint by any of the political parties, let alone the opposition, about any manipulation. In fact, there's not going to even be one recount in all of Bihar, a huge achievement given the fact that this time there were only 2 phases. And Bihar is known to be a bit turbulent sometimes on the ground. But despite that, viewers, not one incident of manipulation, malfeasance that could have led to a repoll or violence, nothing. And here you have the Congress party trying to stir passions by suggesting that the people's vote has been stolen by an intermediary that is supposed to be the guardian of the democratic process. Nalin Mehta, this is not good. Sorry to say, this is Trumpian. This is what led to the insurgency in DC. I'm sorry, this is not a great message.
If you challenge every result, then you undermine the legitimacy of the entire system itself and the democratic framework itself.
Which is what they're doing.
And I don't think this issue is getting any resonance on the ground at all in terms of voters. The point I want to make, Rahul, is that what are the 2-3 messages from this election? One is, politically, psychologically, the BJP has grown. Its vote share has increased by 2-3%. The JDU has retained its vote share, but it's played a much smarter political game, so it's gained disproportionately far more than it would have otherwise. The RJD has held its ground in its core areas. It's retained its vote share about 0.2% down compared to last time, and the same as the 2024 election. What it tells you is it's only retained, which is the Yadav vote to most of it, and the Muslim vote. It's got its politics wrong completely.
Right.
You know, it's become a sectarian kind of party, if you like. So, and if you compare the 2 alliances, the NDA got, firstly they did hard-nosed politics. You know, they took correct measures administratively. Yeah. They got the right social matrix, and the opposition alliance, they didn't get the chemistry of the alliance right at all.
That's a very good point. Those questions will have to be asked. You wanted to make a point, ma'am.
Yeah. So going back to the reason why SIR became an issue for the opposition, we also have to, the question they ask is that why is states.
Well, the
I
NDA
think
is
there
up
is
at 180 now.
there's a change in electorate behavior as well.
Yeah.
Because I think after 2024 Lok Sabha, I think there has been some kind of a spook in the electorate as well. I think that's why we see the numbers of people coming out to vote as well.
Okay, Mr. Shastri.
As you mentioned, the NDA is now moving to 181, and this typically happens as you come to the close of the election, where the one leading moves higher. You'll notice the RJD has been coming down also.
This is an absolute whitewash, really. This is, I
like
hate
a
using that term
2015
tsunami
result.
because it's sort of associated with destruction, but this is a wave
Except for the
unprecedented.
Undoubtedly, it's a wave caused by a